Libra, let's see what you got in love for the next 7 days. Gonna take a look at the energy coming towards you. Plus, I will look at Aries through Pisces in depth. So the person that is on your mind, I'll see their thoughts, feelings, or actions towards you. And towards the end, I will do a bonus yes, no, if you have a question on your mind. All right, let's see what the cards have for my Libras. All right, let's go. Hello. All right. Just moved. I'm still setting up my place. And that's what I got so far. So, Libra, what's going on in love right now? What's going on in love right now for Libra? Libras, Librarians. All right. The Nine of Swords. Somebody giving you a headache? Somebody is causing a headache for my Libras, right? Somebody confusing you, somebody stressing you out. All right, let's see. I don't know. Is it, oh my God. And we have the Eight of Cups, or, so I feel like right now you're really stressed out. It seems like you're not sure where something's going. And where is this relationship going? Is somebody avoiding you or avoiding a hot topic? Is somebody confusing you and just not something, but you just can't get them to tell you how they really feel. What's going on here? Some of you really contemplating walking away, right? Or, you're wondering if somebody, are we gonna, what I'm seeing here? I'm seeing though that, it might not be as bad as you think when it comes to this energy. It's like we might be focusing on something that that's long. I mean, we've already spent too much time on something or a thought, and we may be worrying about something that's no longer prevalent. So let's see what's going on. Let's see the energy coming towards you, the person coming towards you. The Devil. What a way to start the Libra reading. Hello, Devil. All right, we got a Capricorn energy. We could call it a Capricorn. All right. There just seems to be a questioning of, are we on the same page here? All right, are we on the same page with this relationship? It's like I feel like you're invested, Libra. You're like, I'm all in. All right. Then this is a love reading. It says it on the title. All right. You want a career, you can get personal. All right. So we are looking at the Devil card possibly, and it looks like somebody's trying to skirt around it. It's like there is something worrying both of you about this connection. It feels a little unhealthy. It feels like, either you're walking away from or you walked away from a situation and you're nervous about this energy that's coming towards you. Is it a repeated pattern? Is this the same thing, the same person, or is this somebody you've been obsessing about? Just wondering where things are going. Now, the Eight of Cups can be the challenge here too. And it's like, I know there's feelings there. Right? I saw it going somewhere. I feel like it's going somewhere. And sometimes there's just an energy of uncertainty. Is the person on the same page as me? All right. I like this setup, but I think I'm gonna change it this way. So you guys, I have more room. All right. So let's see. What's the fear? What's going on here? Why is there a fear here with this energy? We have the Seven of Wands and the Death card. It just feels like somebody is stuck in not letting down their guards. All right, there's a little bit of a defensive energy between you and this person. You both are a little guarded when it comes to your feelings. All right, I don't want to repeat something. I don't want to go backwards here. I want this to go somewhere. So because you can't read a person, you can't figure out why somebody's guarded or so defensive. It feels like you're just constantly going back and forth. Is this going anywhere? Is this going anywhere with this person? All right, so let's see what this person really wants from you. We have the Emperor card. All right, so we got somebody. I love this Emperor in this deck. All right, We got somebody who's, pretty certain their way's the right way. They know how to, make things happen. They want what they want, but there's a little bit of control here. But I definitely want something solid with you. I'm just not going to play any games. All right. So this is where, the uncertainty, it seems like it's long overdue. It's like we've been doing this for some time now, and I really want to know what's up here. What are we building? Something stable for the future? You have an Aries energy here. You have an Emperor. And the Emperor is somebody who just wants to play their cards right, wants to have all their ducks in a row before they move forward. So somebody's very cautious here. And it also looks like kind of stubborn energy too. You have a lot of major arcana here. This feels like this person is really triggering your sense of security. All right. You're just wondering if you're an option for this person. You're wondering, and I want you to know that there's a lot of retrogrades going on right now. So a lot of this can be past fears for yourself coming up. Like, you're seeing things or you're reevaluating a situation, really focusing on it. But with the Emperor showing up, it gives me a different stance on this reading. It makes me feel like just somebody here is just very, very stern, very, much to the book. Like, I got to know how everything's going, but I want to make the moves. I want to be the one in charge here, right? Because of fear. It seems like fear-based relationship. Right now, has anything why is this like this? And I have the Knight of Wands. Right? It just seems like somebody can't decide if this is just a sexual connection. Is this just fun, or is this stable long term? You have Aries, Leo, Sag showing up for you, very fiery energy. And there's a question of, is this short lived? Is this just chemistry? Is this just passion? You know what I mean? Is this something that, I've been here, done it before? Am I going to get played by this person? Libra. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, you got to trust your intuition here. You've got a pretty start here with this relationship. There's a lot of defensive energy coming through. There's a lot of guards up. Are we being authentic with each other? Are we afraid to be real with each other? It seems like it could be a mirroring effect too. It's like there's just two people that have been through a lot in their life, and we don't want to play any games. So you kind of taking the fun out of everything by not just enjoying the moment and having fun with, where things could potentially go. There's more of a fear here of things not going anywhere than things evolving into something. I'm going to say spectacular, like what a corny word, but that's what came through. It's like there is a potential here, but we have two very guarded people who, just don't know exactly their ass from their elbow. You don't know exactly where things are going or if you even want it. And so just explore the opportunities, I guess. What are their next actions here towards you? Do they have any next actions? I have the 10 of Cups, all right? So we're seeing a turn of energy here. So maybe you guys got in a recent argument and you're discouraged. Right. And every little thing this person does really triggers you, because the 9 of Swords is a very triggering card. It's like, I'm at my max here. I'm at my max. So if you do one little thing that irritates me or one little thing that throws me off, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna be like, all right, this is done, and that's a condition that, of lack of trust in other people. But yet you both want this, and it seems like there's a part of both of you that is uncertain about whether or not this is the right thing to do or this is where we should go. But something pulls you guys together. And in the meantime, it's the chemistry that pulls you guys together. It's the fun part of you that pulls you guys together, right? But then it's the control side of both of you. It's the side of you that wants to know how everything's going to play out. I've got to know where, and who knows where, if we're even going to be, in this existence tomorrow, and it's like, but I got to know how it's going to play out for the next 15 years. and that to me is feeling like this energy that's coming through, and it's blocking both of you. You both want to keep going, and it looks like you're going to continue to keep going with this regardless of this energy. But this feels like a heavy cloud that's over this connection, whereas this connection could really bloom or blossom into something nice. All right. So I have, and there's the Three of Wands here for you too. Right, the Three of Wands is showing me, this is like we're both looking forward. We're both wanting the same thing. We're both wanting to connect. We have the same goals. We saw the same kind of future. We've been down the same similar roads. We've dealt with BS, and it's like, why are we getting caught in these loops, of this worry, this fear? And those in itself are the entities that are thoughts, subconscious thoughts that bring us back into a reality that we're no longer even a part of. When at the end of the day, we're like, why did we even argue about that? We wasted our time. We could have really enjoyed our time. Right. And so the relationship I am picking up on is one that both of you keep finding your way together. There's something there. There's something that pulls you back, but it's your own triggers and trauma that trigger each other and push you guys a little bit apart. Now, it might not seem like it physically for some of you, but it's subconscious for a lot of you. In your heads, you'll get triggered and you'll distance yourself from somebody, or you'll start wavering or want to run, or, there could be an internal reaction you're having and it's immediate doubt. Like you just have this guard up around this person, and this person is doing the same thing to you when you guys do this. And then it goes into, how do we fix this? How do we solve this? It's like we're addicted to having some sort of problem in a relationship, when it's like you're missing the mark here. There doesn't have to be a problem. We're making a problem with something that we think we need or want in that moment with this person is what's coming up. All right. So anything else to spare? What else do I have here? The Strength card. So it looks as though this relationship, I have a Leo energy, an Aries energy, I have a Capricorn energy, and a Scorpio energy for you. All right. It looks like this relationship has the potential to go somewhere, but I will tell you, this person is going to test your patience. This person is going to test your strength. This person and you, though, with the Strength card, you met for a reason. You're in this connection for a reason, to really test your confidence and test your self-control, right? Within yourself, to, your confidence overall in yourself and in the relationship in general. But this bond is growing with this card showing up here. This bond is one that will even potentially get stronger throughout time, if you allow it to. But we have to, acknowledge our own play in it. And most people don't want to, because most of us think we're the good one. We're the one that, nope, it's not us. It's not me. Nope, it's you. But it always takes two. All right. So I am seeing here the potential of this relationship, especially over the next 7 days. It looks like you guys are going to see some sort of progress, some sort of movement happening here, but it's not going to be shy of these triggers that are happening. Now, the Nine of Swords for me in a reading tells me something's already, come on, how many times have you already done this? How many times have you already worried about this? There's some times when you just got to kick back and say, fuck it. All right, I'm tired of worrying about this, right? It's not worth my health. All right, if you're here with me, or you're talking to me, or you show up, get together, let's just work with this and see where it goes, is the kind of energy that's coming through this relationship. Now, I am seeing the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which also gives me an indication that the success rate of this relationship, there's potential. And it's just a matter of how we're going to navigate moving into. There's an unknown territory here, but it's also a card of confidence, right? And it's also a card of independency. So when we're seeing the Emperor card and the Nine of Pentacles. This tells me straight out the gate that I have two people on this table that are so independent, right? And afraid to be vulnerable and really just let go and trust in a situation. Now, there's also an evidence here in this reading too that there could be other things going on, and without having certainty in a relationship, if somebody needs to move on from somebody else, or there's another circumstance going on, that is always going to be a wrench in this, and that is always going to shake up the stability of this relationship and make it feel like it's not stable. And so that's something you have to come to terms with until you guys are able to be in a serious relationship together. But we are seeing with the Three of Wands here that both of you have seen and do focus on the future. You do see yourselves get into that next place, which is the Four of Wands. You do feel like this could be potential. So no matter what, it looks like you're going to try and truck through, muster through and, make this work. It seems like both of you have that go in you to make it work. But you do have the Devil showing up in your reading, which does tell me that you both are being extremely triggered. The shadow sides of yourself, the ego side, the lower sides of ourselves are taken over when it comes to this worry and stress, and it's going to affect you mentally and health-wise if you keep going this route. All right, so let me see what I get for an oracle, and I'll see what I get for the astrological transit that's traveling for you, and then I'll look at Aries through Pisces. Life path, stone of destiny, passion, and yes. All right. So there's that passion card, that chemistry between you and this person. And you guys are on this path. You were meant to, the strength card here. You guys are learning something from one another. Confidence, self-control, inner strength, willpower, and so forth. And I do see the records. Remember why you came. Be bold, right? So this is also coming back to yourself and remembering that depending on what you believe in, we wrote our stories. We came down here to fulfill them. So there's a part of us that, we've got to tap into that higher self, knowing that, we have a path that we're supposed to be on. So we need to trust that we set ourselves up for success, not failure. It's our ego that doesn't want to trust the situation, and we get in our way. And that's when we create our own suffering. All right. So let's see. I love these cards. Aries through Pisces. All right. So what to expect from each zodiac. All right. This is the person that's on your mind. We're looking at the next 7 days, what to expect from them. And this is where I'll look at the Stargazing Oracle as well to see if there's any challenges or promises or any kind of movement that might come through. I've got my best gangs here, the squad, my cheerleaders. All right, let's see. Hello, Luke. All right, so meditate on the sign that you wish to know about, and let's see what the cards have for you. All right, if you're connected to an Aries, what to expect, all right? We have the Four of Swords, so maybe a little bit of silence here. Seems like they're retreating a little bit with the Four of Swords, but that's not a bad thing, okay? I have the Hierophant here, and it seems as though you guys do share a lot in common, and we have the Sun card. All right, you both have seen happiness with each other. You both want to see where things go. You both light each other up when you see each other. All right, so the Hierophant tells me you share a lot in common, and it looks like you guys could level up this romance. You guys, are on the same page. But if there's another relationship getting in the middle of this, that's the only thing that's holding this back. All right. And it's, you know, Four of Swords. You have somebody here that's really meditating on, you know, what do we need to do? What do I need to do right now to get to where I want to get with Libra? All right. I really see Libra in my future. I love the way Libra expresses themselves. I love the way Libra, you know, helps me out. You give this like energy, Libra, to this Aries in your life, that if they don't say anything to you, I'm telling you now, they love your presence around them, and you shine, right? You may take backstage with an Aries, but without you, you got to give yourself a little bit of credit here, because this person here really loves having your energy around them. Right. So if there is a little bit of silence here with that Four of Swords, it's just somebody pulling away a little bit, and this could really be triggering you. Taurus, we see the Hanged Man. So this week it looks like a silence also with the Taurus. It looks like there's a pause, right? And we're seeing the Lovers card. So again, I'm getting that Lovers energy, and I'm getting the Wolf Moon, which is talking about somebody here who is just wanting to be alone in the current energy. All right. They have a lot of love for you. It looks like you have a love affair going on. You both want to be with each other. You both love being with each other. But at the same time, the Hanged Man, it's like, I don't know where this is going. I feel stuck. Something may need to be sacrificed in order for this relationship to be together. And that's why the Hanged Man is showing up. Right. So it's a temporary pause, right? And it looks like you guys are destined to find your way together, especially with the Lovers card being here. It's like you guys can't seem to keep away from one another. But I do see the challenge for you this week is the Wolf Moon, which is your person just wanting to be distant while maybe they're trying to figure out what their next move is. We have Gemini. We have the Three of Wands with a Gemini, and we have the Five of Cups. All right. So Gemini really missing you, and maybe even feels like they disappointed you. Right. They're confused about what to do. They have feelings for you. And I do see very sensitive energy. It's like this Gemini is like, you know, I dream about this, right? Sometimes I try to escape reality. Sometimes I don't want to deal with my problems. But the Three of Wands is I'm always looking outwards and beyond and seeing us connect, seeing us get together. I don't like being away from you is what I'm getting. And they might even feel like they want to apologize to you if they've disappointed you in any way. It's really weighing on them. We have Cancer. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So your luck's about to change with a Cancer. I see the Page of Wands. They really want to flirt with you, express their feelings to you. You're meant to fulfill your divine contract with a Cancer. So it looks like a Cancer going to reach out, be fun and flirty on the phone with you. Maybe you guys are going to get together. And it looks like luck's on your side. All right, we have Leo. We have the Five of Pentacles. The Leo's struggling a little bit, feeling like nobody gets them. King of Swords, all right? So you have a problem here with a Leo. You feel like they're detached from you a little bit. But your guides are helping you all as well. All right, we're seeing this King of Swords. And a King of Swords is not going to be somebody that wants you to see them cry. It's like, I'm watching Star Trek now, so you're going to have a Vulcan, you know what I mean, is my King of Swords. They have deep feelings, right? But they suppress them because they're stronger than humans, right? And but the Five of Pentacles is telling me that your Leo is really having a hard time dealing with something they're struggling with, whether it's insecurity, finances, feeling a little lost, feeling like the world's against them. All right, it's a little bit of a self-pity party here your Leo's having, okay? And feeling kind of isolated. So you may feel like they're pulling away from you as well. No, all is well. It feels like it's them, and not you. All right, so Virgo, we're seeing the Fool for you. Virgo here's got a great energy, Knight of Pentacles. All right, it looks like Virgo's like, we got this, we can fix this. All right, a very ripe time, finds you very beautiful, very attractive. They want to clear up any nonsense between the two of you, washing away any sorrow. So we're seeing fun and growth and fertility and a celebration. So something you've manifested with a Virgo is starting to grow and could come to full fruition during the next 7 days. All right, I love your Virgo energy. Libra, we have the star of the show. There you are. If you're going through a tower moment, all right, look for that little bit of light within the chaos, all right, because you're on the right path with the star card here. Don't lose hope in your situation or faith. This is all about complete surrender and just, you've been there, done it. You've had a lot of experiences. At what point in your life are you just going to be like, roll with it, fuck it, and it's serious. I say these things because I have to say it to myself as well too. It's just, we got the star here and you've got the 8 of cups there. So there's your synchronicity. So if you're dealing with uncertainty or you're feeling like, do I walk away? And I'm going to give you a couple different messages here. If you are worried about walking away from somebody, the star card's an indicator that there's bigger and better out there. Don't shut yourself down by thinking there's nobody out there for you. All right. But if you are dealing with the runner, the 8 of cups, this was in your reading. It just feels like the two of you are triggering each other. And the worst thing we can do when we're dealing with a runner is chase, because you're just going to continue chasing your tail. All right. And I have the snow moon showing up. So you're going through a transition. It feels like this person, another Libra, is kind of draining your energy, right? It just feels like, it's very scared. It's like, where are they? I feel like they're not here. They're not showing up. But I do see soul searching and making plans for the future. So you guys will find your way pulling through this energy with you and another Libra. You're mirroring each other too. All right. Scorpio, we have the 3 of Pentacles. So Scorpio is like, hell yeah, the Sun card. Scorpio is like, we got this. We can fix this. We can work on it. Watch out for your Scorpio, though, coming around like nothing's wrong. Nothing happened. All right. Because I do see opposition. I'm seeing call out, mirror, confront, power struggle, polar opposites in tests. All right. So it's funny that I said that, because I'm not calling myself out here, but sometimes it's like, that's no biggie. Let it roll off your shoulders, right? Of course, if I did something wrong, all right, let's move forward. Let's go. So it does look like your Scorpio, though, is ready to connect, wants to hang out, wants to make things right, wants to stay positive about this connection. But I am seeing that don't let something slide. Make sure you're confronting the issue at hand. Maybe your Scorpio doesn't know, maybe. All right. So Sagittarius, we're seeing the Justice card come in with a Sagittarius. And we're seeing the 4 of Cups, all right? So it looks like they may have rejected you, ignored you, made you feel like they weren't interested. And, the 4 of Cups, let's see, we got Earth element. So it looks like they're coming in to really root down and make something a little bit more stable with you. All right, so I am seeing a commitment. The only thing I'm seeing, though, that I don't like is the 4 of Cups, which can be, are you going to be happy with your Sagittarius? It looks like you may be getting what you want with your Sagittarius right now. They'll come through. They'll come clean with you. They'll be honest with you. They'll make peace with you, whatever the justice is. And, let's ground in. Let's make it solid. But the 4 of Cups tells me that this is somebody that pushes you away a lot, all right, and could drain you at times, right? Capricorn, we're seeing Queen of Wands for Capricorn and the Knight of Cups. So you're all set with a Capricorn. All right, we see the 5th house. We're seeing love affair, romance, playfulness, having fun, dating with a Capricorn. Queen of Wands, a Capricorn, like, you're hot, you're awesome. I love your vibe. You have a great heart. I really want to give to this. The Knight of Cups, their heart's in it. It looks like it's, it's looking really good for you and your Capricorn. Aquarius, we're seeing the 2 of Wands. And we're seeing the Devil card. All right. So what's going on here? Because it's all about communication with an Aquarius. The 2 of Wands and the Devil card is telling me it looks like the 2 of you have a little anticipation or hesitation when it comes to taking that next move. It's like, all right, we want to move forward. We want to get to the next step. All right. But you're getting to know each other. The 2 of Wands, right? That is, we're making plans. Slow down, right? So we're thinking too much. There's an air element. We're in our head too much. We're thinking with our head, not listening to our heart. And I am seeing positive motion forward and possibly a date or connecting with your Aquarius. Pisces, we have the Seven of Swords, all right, and we have the Ace of Wands. So you have communication coming in with a Pisces. Make sure to read between the lines. They might not be being 100% honest with you. And I am seeing the lunar eclipse, so I'm seeing an ending or a beginning, a cycle, and a shift in perception. So you may be happy as shit to hear from your Pisces, but just don't ignore any of the red flags that might be coming in with your Pisces. All right. They could be, somebody just hiding their feelings. I can't say it's not, but with these cards here, it's showing just take a look at what's being said. All right. Let's see your yes or no, Libra. Yes or no. Don't forget to say happy birthday to Leo if you want to win a personal reading. Hit that like and subscribe for me. And let me know in the comments if it resonated. All right, yes or no for Libra. You've got a maybe. I've got the Six of Swords. I do see communication coming in for you. I know maybes, can be hard, but really maybes tell me the ball's in your court. It's up to whatever you decide. However you react to a situation, you have free will. All right. So there's a calmness after a storm, though, with the Six of Swords. It tells me things should clear up. And I do see progress here. So things will get calmer and you'll see progress coming in. All right, guys. I love you. Hopefully you come hang out with me with Scorpio. I will be live in membership later today too. So if you want to check my membership out, get energy checks, hang out, talk, chill. And I forgot to even mention that I will be doing a collab here with Archer Astrology. Archer's, I've known him for years and we have talked about it. So we just talked about it, so I totally forgot. I will make an announcement, though. But it does look like I will have a collab with him in the next couple weeks. So I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.